because I'm going out of town and we keep having this heifer that runs away, I decided to get rid of the young heifer. She's only 8 months old, but she's at that age where she's just incorrigible and curious and adventurous and drives us nuts. And with me going away, I don't want Steve to have to deal with it by himself. It really takes 2 people to help get a cow back in the pasture. So I found a buyer, and Steve is saying, your calf, your sale. So if I can round her up today, the guy will pick her up today, and I'll make money for the sale, and Steve said I can keep it. So there's incentive. Let's see what happens. First thing I'm going to do is make a bunch of popcorn, put a lot of salt on it, because cows like that, and get all 5 of them in the barn lot, and then sneakily, stealthily get the little heifer in a pen all by herself, close the door, and then kick all the other cows out of the barn lot, put them back in the pasture, and then I call the guy, and he's going to come over, and he will take his trailer, and he will take her to his home, where she'll have a really good life, because I really like this guy, and I trust him, and he does what we do. He's humanist. He just wants to raise babies and not eat them necessarily. So, good luck, and I'll let you know how it works out. So I used the Hansel and Gretel technique, which is basically a trail of crumbs. And the good news is, of the 5 head that we have, the bull and one of the heifers stayed behind. They didn't even come into the barn lot, which is what surrounds the barn. They stayed on the other side of the fence. And the only 3 that came in included the baby heifer we're trying to sell. So it was like very cool in the gang. And even more fun than that was I left the trail, and they followed me all the way into the barn, and I was able to kind of get the 2 big ones out and keep the little one in, and then close the barn door, and I got her into a special pen with its own door. So I did that kind of in record time. I did use the Hansel and Gretel technique, which Steve is not a fan of. He prefers the natural technique where you sit on a lawn chair and wait for 5 hours. I'm from East Orange, I don't have time for that. Anyway, now I just called the guy who's going to come, and he's going to pick it up, pick the little baby girl up, and hopefully that'll be soon. And this might be easy money, but all bets are off, because it is a cow, and it is loading time, and that's another challenge. Let's see how that goes.